Hello, it's your boy Mbex here, and I've seen a lot of videos about setting up Skate 2 settings. Trying to get Skate 2 at 60 frames is not always consistent. So with the settings that I found and not running anything CPU heavy like OBS I'm doing right now, I get a clean good 60 to 70 frames per second, and it will dip down to about 40 to 45 frames per second after my testing. And so let me show you the settings here to get some crispy 4K 60 frame Skate 2 settings here. And so first thing we want to do is we want to go over the computer itself. So I have an AMD Ryzen 7 3700X 8-core processor that runs 16 threads. Remember the threads of your CPU because it's going to come in handy later. 32 gigs of RAM, and yeah, also a RTX 3060, which really has nothing to do with the settings that I found out. And so in order to find the threads, also, if you want to know the threads of your CPU, you can also go down here. When you pull up your task manager, it should say 16, that's your logical processors. And so, once we go over to the PS3 emulator, the first thing you want to do is create a custom configuration for Skate 2. You don't want to use the global, because then it will affect the rest of the game, so they can cause different other kind of issues. And so what we'll do, let's take a look here. If you want to, pause, screenshot. If not, then I'll tell you. You want to change the thread scheduler to rpcs3, the SPU threads to 6, block size giga. Mind you, these settings are for high-end PCs, not low-end PCs. So GPU 60.9, 60 frames, 16x on the filter. Aliasing is on auto. Accuracy is relaxed. Shader quality on low. Now, what I learned about shader quality is it doesn't equal good graphics. What it equals is the amount of shaders it's loading in at one time. So I keep this on low, then my game runs smoother. But then I make up for the lack of quality by increasing output scaling to nearest, keeping the default resolution to 1280 by 720, but boosting it to my monitor screen, which is 2560 by 1440p. I kept this on async multi-threaded. Only turned on VSync and multi-threaded RSX, and texture streaming. Now, here's the thing that I learned, because the rest of this is going to be fine, but two things that you can take off or put on depending on what's affecting your frames is the RSX and texture streaming. I found some good frames of RSX on and this off, and vice versa. So, but leaving them both on for me while I don't have anything CPU intensive gives me crispy good gameplay, like super smooth. For audio, I've heard people talking about choppy audio. So go to audio, turn off enable buffering. That helps you with two things. One, it cuts out the choppy audio, and two, it decreases your input lag, so you can skate and flick way faster because of it. Don't mess with system or IO, but I do go to advanced, and this is where, no, not advanced, emulator. Emulator is where you put in the amount of threads of your CPU, because you want to max that bad boy out. Same thing with GPU. On the number of shader compiler threads, you want to max that bad boy out. That's the only thing I changed for this. And then it comes to advanced. Advanced, I put write depth buffers. And then I also put on prefer borderless full screen, left Q scheduler safe. And then I put on V-blank at around 60 to 65 hertz, depending on what I have running in the background. Like if I have my moving desktop, I put that in the background. If not, I keep it at 60, and that's about it. Apply, save, load the game, and then we can look at some gameplay. So, let me show you some frames here. And mind you, I'm still screen recording on my OBS, so it won't be that smooth, but I promise you it'll be smoother without OBS eating up my CPU. But if you streamed before, you know OBS is a CPU killer. It eats up so much. I was trying to nollie backflip to, man. I'm not timing this correctly whatsoever. Let me get a good one. Yeah, sir. Jeez. There we go. Anyways, yeah. So, mind you, I'm in the busiest part of the city with all of the NPCs in the cars. But some parts of the game, even though it is a sandbox, run way smoother with less stuff, obviously. So going down here, smooth, no choppiness. It's great. Just like the Skate 2 remember, bro. And yeah, hopefully the settings work for you to get some smooth Skate 2 gameplay. And you can just go ripping and running. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, and comment, and catch you guys later.